Good morning. I'm Alicia Fowler, Operations Officer with the Florida Division of Emergency Management, State Watch Office. The following is the Daily Situation Report for Saturday, February 21st, 2009.
The State Emergency Operations Center is currently at a Level 3 monitoring status. One or all of the nuclear power plants have a unit down to routine maintenance but are operating normally. No major energy outages are reported. All major airports and seaports are open and are reporting no issues at this time. All major highways in the state are open or will be open within the next 12 hours. No health advisories issued for the state. No confirmed or suspected major attack on major computer networks in the state, and there are no known border security or migrant issues at this time. And now the weather report.
High pressure centered over the Florida Big Bend and North Florida Peninsula this morning will move east into the western Atlantic today and tonight. As a result, winds will turn more east and southeast statewide and begin to modify the cool and dry air mass over the state. After a cold start to the morning, with freeze and hard freeze warnings in effect for many North Florida areas until 8 a.m., temperatures are expected to increase to near normal levels this afternoon and tonight, resulting in a very seasonable and pleasant start to the weekend. Even though a dry air mass will modify today, low humidity values will still be possible across interior portions of the Florida Peninsula and Florida Panhandle. Red flag warnings are in effect for counties near the I-10 corridor across North Florida, the eastern Florida Panhandle, and Big Bend, as well as interior and western counties of the North and Central Florida Peninsula this afternoon. Another shot of cool and dry air will move into the state behind a cold front on Saturday. Low humidity values are possible Sunday afternoon, and fire weather watches are in effect for the eastern Florida Panhandle, Big Bend, and northeast Florida Peninsula. At the coast, ocean swells and onshore winds will result in a moderate risk of rip currents today along northeast and east central Florida beaches today. Tonight, a low-pressure system over the Great Lakes will move east and send an associated trailing cold front towards the state. This front is forecast to cross the Florida Panhandle late tonight and into the northern Florida Peninsula during the early morning hours on Sunday, but much of the dynamic support will be removed from the frontal boundary and will basically be running out of gas by the time it reaches northern Florida. However, some light shower activity ahead of the system could begin to affect portions of the Florida Panhandle overnight. The Keach-Byram Drought Index average for the state of Florida is now 491 on a scale of 0 to 800. KBDI averages across far northern counties have decreased due to the recent rainfall from the past cold front, but high drought values remain over much of the central and south Florida peninsula. Rainfall chances appear low for these areas through the weekend and the coming week, so KBDI values will likely continue to increase over the next 7 days. The Lake Okeechobee level is currently at 12.96 feet, and in space weather, a solar wind stream is forecast to impact the Earth today. Only expected impacts will be auroras for high latitude areas. No expected impacts to Florida. That's all for weather.
Fire season is upon us. The Florida Division of Emergency Management would like to remind Floridians to practice fire safety. With developing drought and favorable atmospheric conditions for the spread of wildfires, residents should properly extinguish all open flames, including cigarettes and campfires. Follow local regulations for the burning and disposal of yard waste and other materials. Keep gutters, eaves, and yards clear of debris. Indoor fire safety with space heaters is also important during cooler weather. For more safety tips, visit www.firewise.org.
And that's all we have for you today. Have a safe and enjoyable Saturday.
For further information on how you, your family, and your business can get a disaster plan, please visit www.floridadisaster.org.